So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Cafu. Backward it goes. And the shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Berbatov. Berbatov crosses. Fallen!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Messi.
There they go, hunting again.
That's good play. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Van Basten. And again, he sorted that out terrifically. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Driving forward. And here's Messi. Henderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can clear their lines. Toure wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. Howson is always looking to break lines. McTominay. Now Howson, shifted upfield. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet. Messi. Messi!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's delightful. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He is through here. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, a delicate chip through. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Van de Ven. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Irwin. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. It's gone backwards. Cafu. And here's Messi. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, what has happened here? And it's Roberto Carlos. Could try cutting inside here. Showing good feet. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Cafu. Here's Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Real chance here. Chance! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Cafu plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Van Basten tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mitoma. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Messi. And this is Hullet. Chance for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cafu plays it short. Over to the left. Played in deep. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Jordan Henderson plays it long. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And this is Messi. Good ball, good take. Swings it across. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now that looks a decent ball. Great chance! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now there's a fine... Can he finish? Roberto Carlos. Can he spark a counter here? Pinches it off him. Howson. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Spread out to the left. Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cafu. And it's Yaya Toure. Cafu. There's the shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And it's been taken short. Cafu applies the finish! And he should have made it 4.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Van der Ven. Ambitious ball here. And it's Ronaldinho. He's gone for goal! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Ronaldinho with the short one. McTominay can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Forlan. And it's Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Irwin has a look and plays it forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's run loose here. Looking to play him in. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Rummenigge. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Irwin. And it's Henderson. Berbatov. Now it's Messi. Is there any... And Messi! Really well taken goal. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And now he has 2. Shapes to shoot! That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. Yaya Toure. It's Inzaghi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Mitoma. Messi. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Roberto Carlos goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Thinks about the shot. Rijkaard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And Zanetti. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos. All the way back. McTominay moved on forwards. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Roberto Carlos to Messi. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Messi. And this is Inzaghi. And he shoots! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance. Big chance! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now, can they get him away? Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. It's a promising position. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. 5 minutes till the break. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Messi. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Zanetti. Salah. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Iniesta. Tries to play it through. Couldn't squeeze it through. And there is the half-time whistle. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Jeff, Chiba clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. And the finish!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Messi, showing good feet, and it's Roberto Carlos. Well read, and the danger is averted. Iniesta. And Mohamed Salah. Back to the keeper it goes. Cannavaro. Iniesta.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Iniesta. Mohamed Salah. Tries a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. It's a searching pass. David Villa receives it in a good position here. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Inzaghi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. Howson, who's set up 1 goal so far. David Villa. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. And that's another good win of the ball. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Messi. Messi ploughing through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard. Now it's Villa. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. A probing pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Well, that has not gone well. Great vision. Shot could be on. Can he finish? It's in! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Jeff, Chiba surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking...
He's having a shot! He's scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6. Iniesta. Viene sostituito con il numero 5. Xabi Alonso.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Inzaghi is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Cannavaro. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well seen. Saw that coming. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get it through?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Howson touches it back. Yaya Toure.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And that's a throw-in. Zanetti. Zanetti carries the ball down the right. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Steaming, and Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
We have already started here.
And he's forced to go back. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Spread out to the left. Mitoma. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nicely weighted ball. Kukçu is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Timber.
Oh, good take.
Rosicki!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Messi. Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Cafu. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Chance for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. It's a promising position. Messi. He's in plenty of space here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. That is some save from Khan! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And this is Inzaghi. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Kukçu. Rosicki played with finesse. Tries a shot! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Messi, and the shot! Roberto Carlos.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Inzaghi. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And he's being shifted off it. Rijkaard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Howson. Plays a sharp little ball here. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Roberto Carlos. Brzezinski. Lovely pass, but... Oh, shooting chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Marquez. Now Timber. And here's Brzezinski. Howson wins the duel this time. Mitoma is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's nice. Cafu. Yaya Toure.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Jeff Chiba really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Rijkaard. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Jeff Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Toma, played in. Oh, important interception. Kukcu. Berbatov, always looking for that half a chance. And it's Kukcu. And it's Subimendi. Now Subimendi. That's an imaginative pass. Roberto Carlos. And the counter is on. And he's on a charge. Tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Toma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Subimendi. So what can they make of this? So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Cafu. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. And it's Brzezinski. Filippo Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! He's got away with one there. Howson looking for the run. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cafu. Can he get it through? Pullet has it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here. That's tidy. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Brzezinski, who does have an assist to his name. And this is Berbatov. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Berbatov unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. Cafu. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Cruyff. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kukcu with the clearance.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
And that should get the job done. And that's gone loose. Brzezinski. Now it's Inzaghi. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, that's fabulous.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Cruyff. He's on it. Can he get away?
Cruyff!
Brzezinski. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Inzaghi. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Berbatov.
Roberto Carlos.
Kukçu could try cutting inside here.
There's the shot!
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Número 15, número 36, entran número 9, número 2.
Roberto Carlos.
And it's Kukçu. Filippo Inzaghi has found the net here, of course.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He has found the way through. Backward it goes. Kukçu.
Park Ji-sung
Is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Minutos de compensación.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Cruyff!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Berbatov. Park Ji-sung. Rijkaard.
Look, there has...
And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Filippo Inzaghi, and a chance! And that was very necessary. Played out to the left flank. He's picked his way through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Inzaghi. Chooses to go Mitoma! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mitoma clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Villa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that'll be a goal kick. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely feet. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Yeah, winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
And he's in on goal! It's Inzaghi! That carried quite a threat. Rivaldo. De Roberto. No goals as yet. Howson is always looking to break lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ajax have reclaimed it. And it's Cruyff. And this is Inzaghi. Over to the left. Oh, that's nice. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rivaldo. Can he get it through? De Roberto. Dinks one through. He's got tall. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
That has been cut short. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's had a shot! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rivaldo. Roberto Carlos. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Beckenbauer. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Inzaghi. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And here's Donatoni. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. McTominay clears it away. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Cruyff. Mitoma. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rivaldo. It's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
What a throw in. De Roberto puts a cross in. That's really well cleared. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Hullet, and this is Cruyff. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. So a big chance now from 12 yards to further improve their position of comfort. As you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, what has happened here? It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call. Jeff Chiba are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Spread neatly. That is a brilliant interception. Cafu. Yaya Toure. Rivaldo. Knocks it into space. And he cuts out the supply. Can he spark a counter here? Howson. Roberto Carlos, the man synonymous with solidity. Now Howson. Rivaldo. Oh, some tackle that. And it's Roberto. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shapes to shoot! Cruyff.
This is the time you need that pace.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yaya Toure. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Inzaghi. He can run onto that. David Villa! Oh, split-second reaction.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Punched away. Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Messi. Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? And he's cut it out. Donatoni. Rivaldo. Now it's Villa. Rivaldo. Rivaldo going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Now it's Villa.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a promising position. And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Inzaghi, played out wide. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Gattuso, and it's Rivaldo. Now it's Villa. David Villa! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping! Maldini. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Filippo Inzaghi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?